Online gender-based violence is the targeted harassment and prejudice through technology towards different people, especially women, according to their gender, their identity, their age, and the minorities. This online gender-based violence is related to gender-based violence, but it is enhanced through technology in that perpetrators are capable to reach their victims without being physically in contact with them. Online gender-based violence rises from the misogyny and the cultural norms that guide our lives, looking at women as a weaker gender, as a weaker sex, who are not capable of standing up for themselves, who cannot do anything when they are insulted or attacked. That brings the reasons as to why women are attacked on the internet. This online gender-based violence is performed in very many different ways. There are very many different forms through which women are harassed on the internet. There is cyberstalking, whereby someone monitors your activities with technology using very many different applications like Stalkerware, and they are capable of knowing what you're doing with your phone, with your computer. But this is your device. No one should be monitoring what you're doing. That is one of the forms of online gender-based violence. There is also cyberbullying, where insults are thrown. You will post your picture on the internet, but people will come at you with very many different negative comments, telling you how you're not good enough, how you don't look pleasing to the eye, how your body is not shaped well. All these are ways through which women are harassed online. We talk about trolling, which is common on Twitter. You post something so innocent, but people will come up and want to make you feel like whatever you say doesn't make sense. That is trolling and making you feel like you are not wise enough to interact with people on the internet. We have impersonation, where people want to use other people's information, your pictures on the internet. They want to act like they are you. Maybe it is because they want to be entertained, or fraud. They want to destroy your name out in public and tarnish your reputation. That is not a good act. That is one form of online gender-based violence. And some of these things happen to us, but we don't realize we are being harassed because we look at them as though they are normal acts, but yet they are violating our rights. Talk about doxing. Someone gathers your personal information and wants to release it out, leak all that information that is supposed to be private, put it out on the internet so that people can look at you in a very different way. People can lose the respect they had in you. That tarnishes who you are in the public eye. There is also intimidating messages, where people want to stop you from doing a certain something. You're rioting, you're fighting for rights, but they will threaten you via messages, calls, text messages on your phone or over other social media platforms to weaken your confidence and make you stop talking and shut down and stop fighting for your right. That is a violation of human rights. The forms are very many. As you can check out on the entire web portal, we have a section for the forms of online gender-based violence. You can always get them there. There is online sexual harassment, people wanting to use you as a sex object, asking you to send nude pictures of your body. That is something that should be fought against because it is against human rights. No one is a sex object and we should all be respected on the internet. And as all these things happen, they affect our lives. They affect who we are in public. They affect who we are to ourselves, how much we believe in who we are and what we can do. That affects women differently. The effects are not only online, they come back to our daily lives, our physical lives, and they harm us. Some women are suffering from psychological torture. People are depressed. People are anxious, anxiety. This makes them have ideas of committing suicide because they feel like they don't belong in this world anymore. You feel like you cannot do this, and the best way you think of having peace is if you end your life. People commit suicide and kill themselves because they have been faced with online gender-based violence. Some people are losing their jobs. Women lose their jobs. Someone leaks your private pictures on the internet. That is another form, that is non-consensual intimate images that are leaked on the internet. And when that is brought out in the public eye, people lose respect in you. Your boss feels like they cannot use you anymore, because what kind of picture are you portraying to the world about their company or their organization? That is how they sack you from your job, and you end up being jobless. In other instances, some people decide to quit their jobs because they feel like they cannot deal with public anymore because of how they have been ashamed on the internet. People are losing their families. Your husband feels like they cannot tolerate you anymore after what has been said about you on the internet. That is how you lose a partner, and that is how women lose contact with their children. Children grow up without the mothers in their lives because of what the mothers have been faced with on the internet. This online gender-based violence also makes some women, especially those in the public eye, talk about politicians or journalists who meet people all the time. They feel like they are threatened. Their lives are not safe. I cannot move out past this time because what if they kill me? So people are scared for their lives. People are scared to die. People are scared to be killed, which is also an effect of online gender-based violence. In addition, some women decide to isolate themselves. They decide to stay in their homes, isolate themselves from their friends, from their families, because they feel like they are not being respected anymore after what has been going on the internet, after the pictures that have been shared, and how they have been talked about and described in the public eye. People lose their self-esteem. They don't believe in themselves anymore. People lose their confidence. They feel like they cannot stand up for themselves or talk about what they are going through or respond when they are attacked. Someone insults you, but you feel like you're not good enough. You cannot stand up for yourself. All those are effects of online gender-based violence. There is more effects as you're going to read on the web portal. There is a page for the effects of online gender-based violence. Visit our portal from time to time. We will keep updating and adding more information.